feeling of control over your life.
Oh, hang on. I've got a mermaid is on the trying to get on. Yeah, Vincent.
Well, there's bait if I ever saw it.
There you go, mermaid.
Well, I think I've got the right to reply. That one,
You have, mermaid.
Well, how that all came about is you've watched a clipped episode where Jimmy is talking about a rope. And I said, why are you going hanging out with yourself with that rope? Because that's what he was insinuating to me. Now, also, you're talking about other people's children, which was also totally not the truth, is it, really? What was said to Jimmy was leave them 5-year-old kids alone in Thailand, which then got translated into go shag your 5-year-old child, which was never said. So next accusation then, please, Vincent.
Well, I've heard little clips of you being particularly vile.
Have you seen clips about asking for death certificates of my dead child?
No, I haven't. And of course, you can come with your own barrage of missiles, mermaid. But I only see a very small portion of the things that go on here. So I thought I'd mention what I saw. You're more than welcome to add yours now.
The thing is, I've actually got the proof out there, me saying it 3 months ago to Grumpy. 3 months ago.
Saying what?
This was before we'd even fallen out. Make sure he has permission before he puts his dick in someone and laughs about it's a Swiss way of dating. Yeah? 3 months ago, before we'd even fall out, before anyone even knew about this. So like I said, them voicemails, the threatening ones that he's been doing, fire another person on YouTube because he hasn't got the backbone to do it to me. Which I might remind you, Grumpy, that I'm safeguarded from, so that's a legality that you're walking into with those threats, and I've got that on voicemail. I've also got WhatsApps, it's saying, from the 11th of December. What date are we on now, in March?
11th of March.
Trust me, it's all coming, Vincent. Do you think I'm going to let someone go and ruin my name?
Pleased to hear that, mermaid, but I'm not that invested.
5 years. You just said it yourself. You've seen him run to the other side. Why is he run to the other side?
I'm talking about Jason, not Grumpy.
Why did Jay block me on his StreamYard?
Can I ask you a question then, mermaid? Let's ask a question. So what are you safeguarded from?
From my neighbours.
Okay.
Because of violence that's happened.
Violence, threats, bad behaviour.
Bad behaviour?
Well, I would assume, you're not getting on with your neighbours, so you're safeguarded from them. What does the safeguarded?
Because one of the people had actually seen video footage of a man putting a padlock on a fire door so I couldn't get out.
Right.
Along with various other clips, along with a hospital report that's at my local hospital. And I don't need to tell you all this.
No, you don't. You don't.
That's
and
my business.
Please don't.
I'll be very fucking clear on everything. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay.
I'm not the one that's...
So let me ask my question then, mermaid.
Now, this only came out because of Grumpy and Jay running the gums. Now, Jay only found out about us a few weeks ago in a freeway.
I've heard you running your gums, mermaid.
Why are you so invested in it, Vincent, if you're not...
Well, I'm not, but do you want me to be all simpy? Do you want me to be all simpy? Because just because you're female and go, oh, mermaid, yeah, you're right. You're right, mermaid. Yeah, that's right, mermaid.
Stick to the political side because you don't know clearly what's going on in this side.
Well, I've heard you being vile on these panels, mermaid. So...
What, because you talk with a slow voice like that? That makes
that gives me a superiority, mermaid. So if you're being safeguarded... I was
actually laughing the other day. You actually gave me quite a good laugh with Jimmy just destroying him the other night on the panel.
I do aim for humour. I always aim for humour, but I also have a tinkering for the truth, mermaid.
Negative against you.
No.
But at the same time, I'm not having you on
Let me ask you a question.
white knighting someone without knowing all the facts, not knowing all of the community.
Who's white knighting
but then
who?
also stating that you've seen Jay running across to all
Who's
the
white
enemies.
knighting who?
Well, you seem to be. You don't know all the facts, but you're coming out.
Who am I white knighting, Mermaid?
Well, clearly Jay and fucking Grumpy.
I haven't white knighted anybody. I
Well,
don't
you
get
don't know
on
all the
with Jay
facts, but you
for some
defending
reason,
them, but you don't
and
know all the facts.
I didn't defend them either. What makes you
Can
think I
you argue
defended
with
them?
voicemails, aggressive voicemails, and WhatsApps?
I wouldn't really be bothered about voicemails and WhatsApps, I'll be honest with you. But let me ask you a question. So if you're safe... Here we go. Just keep talking, Mermaid.
Actually give a shit.
We won't get to a point then.
Gossip.
So there's a few videos out of your comments, your things that you've said on YouTube. Some of them are quite shocking, Mermaid. Do you defend them as a female?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
What's your memory of what females used to be in society when you were growing up, Mermaid?
Females were the caregivers.
They were the mothers, the motherly beings.
And I remember it very well.
Did you grow up around females effing and jeffing and threatening children and threatening men and being vile to people? Is that what you grew up with, Mermaid? You can just keep talking if you want.
This is what Grumpy tries to pretend to be. An alpha, you might be, but Grumpy's certainly not one.
I definitely am.
I can say you are, and I can appreciate you.
Well, you know, you asked.
Grumpy tries to take the alpha title, he's far from it. He doesn't even live up to it.
Apparently he had sex once.
Once, just the once.
Are you bitter at Grumpy?
It's nice that he's messaging you because he did this on Jay, didn't he? He
message me. I saw that in the chat last night. I'm really observant, and I've got a photographic memory. So if I read something 6 months ago, I remember it verbatim. So I read this in a chat last night, or the night before. I think it was Smilers 2 nights ago. Okay. And they were talking about you and Grumpy for some reason.
Oh, well, if we're going to go on to the Smiler subject, then we'll talk about how he was enraged to the point where...
Do we have to keep jumping subjects? Because the first subject was fine for me. I've got lots of questions on that one.
No, you're bringing up Smiler.
Yeah, you seem happy to let this conversation rumble along into anything.
Smiler came on my panel. Let's talk about that. How he went absolutely batshit crazy because Smiler dared to come on my panel and speak to me about another YouTuber.
Yeah, but men are very territorial. So Grumpy, whilst
you
and him have had a falling out, he's still going to be territorial about you. You must understand how men are. Women are kind of the same.
Is what I'm going to say on that matter.
You know, I tell you what, I'm going to bring up another recollection. About 4 or 5 months ago, I remember speaking to Grumpy on a panel. I was with him, and he was going nuts about Chris the Brick. And do you know what he kept saying to me? I've met someone really nice on the internet. I'm just going to concentrate on her. And he was talking about you, and he said some glowing reports about you. And you could tell that he was a smitten man who felt... Hang on, Mermaid, stop this. Mermaid, stop it. It's not very good when two people are not communicating well. So the whole idea of this is I say something and you do. It's dead easy.
On,
so he was behaving as though he'd found a bag of gold. He really valued you there, Mermaid. So
we weren't dating, remember? We only had sex once. We weren't dating.
So in one sentence, where did it all go wrong, Mermaid? And why are you now throwing spears at each other?
Okay, do you want to know where it really went wrong?
Yeah, go on, give us the dirt.
Go on then. Are you ready for it?
Hit us.
Well, the first time that Grumpy threw his toys out the pram was when he was told that he couldn't have sex with me because I had stomach pains from my gastroparesis, which, if you don't know, is a paralysed stomach. Yeah? So I told him that he couldn't have sex. He then went into the kitchen and sulked all night, yeah? In the morning...
Okay, don't say much more on that, though. Thanks.
No. You want it all. You want it all, though, don't you? And that's the thing, Grumpy. I've got no fucking shame, mate. Like I said, you sticking your dick in me was the equivalent of a dog pissing up a fucking tree, trying to claim it.
They say
Like I
romance is
said,
dead.
yeah, well, you know what I mean? When a guy puts his dick in you without even asking and then fucking turns around and goes, oh, it's the Swiss way of dating.
You know what accusation you just made there, don't you?
Yes, I do, because it's in a text from 3 months ago that can be proved.
So is it your aim to destroy Grumpy now?
No. Right, stop here. The whole reason this came out was because Grumpy came on Monk's panel, to be precise. Nobody was ever going to find out about us. Nobody fucking knew about us on YouTube. Yeah? Apart from a couple of people, and he'd told no one, but it turns out he told Jay, he told Bobby, he told there's 2 other people that are fucking on the list anyway. But basically, he told me I couldn't tell anyone, had a fucking big Benny about it. But apparently we weren't dating, so I mean, if we're not dating, why do you have to do so much fucking cover up?
Well, he was very vocal about yours and his relationship or whatever.
Well, apparently he didn't tell anyone, so he's had conversations with you. So there again, another lie.
Well, that was on a panel. It would have been with another few people in the chat as well. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And would people like Mermaid, to know why Chris the Brick and him fell out?
I used to think I talk a lot.
I can talk a glass eye to sleep, Poppet, so I'll keep on going.
No, but there's no glass eyes here.
I will carry on. If everyone wants me to leave, I'll leave. Totally, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'm not asked either way.
What do you want? What do you want to happen? Oh, blimey. Mermaid, come on. Let me talk. What do you want to happen from all of this?
I want him to leave me alone. Hence why I'm leaving.
That's dead easy. You block him.
Is it?
You block him on your phone. You block him on WhatsApp. It's dead easy. I've done this with fucking thousands of women, Mermaid. Honestly, there's a fucking pile of destruction behind me of women that cannot contact me.
Taking apologies off a man.
Do you know why he can contact you? Because you want him to. That's why. That's why he's able to contact you, because you want him to.
Right, well, we'll look at that WhatsApp where it says blocked on it, yeah? So
right, give me your phone. Give me your phone. I guarantee you, Grumpy can't get hold of you again. If you give me your phone for 2 minutes. But you don't want that, do you, Mermaid? No, that's not what you want. You crave the attention. You need the negative attention. That's what it is.
You crave the attention. That's why I've invented a girlfriend in the last 2 weeks.
Have you got a girlfriend?
No, but Grumpy's got a new one called Mrs. Grumps. But he's only known her 2 weeks, and apparently the married off is Mrs. Grumpy, so that's rather convenient. So who looks more desperate here? What are you going to do next? Send yourself flowers?
Just block him then.
Already blocked. But this is the thing, he's coming into my circles, he's not sticking in his own circles. And then, like you quite rightly said, he ran to all my enemies. But the thing is, before we'd even fallen out, I knew for about a week before what he was doing, because people were suddenly being shitty with me that I'd known for weeks. Funny people that had been on Jay's panel, conveniently. But apparently, Grumpy never told anyone. Grumpy never told anyone, did he?
How old are you, Mermaid?
What does that matter?
It does.
Are you trying to paint me into an old spinster?
No, not at all. In fact, your age wouldn't give anything away. It wouldn't define anything. It's just a question for you.
What
it's a general question.
It has no. Or 42 or fucking 24.
Have you had much relationship? Have you had many relationships?
I've had 2 long-lasting relationships. One of 8 years, one of 10 years.
That's good. That's good.
Mortgages with both of them.
Yep, that's good. That at
Unlike
least.
your boy Grumpy, who still lives at Mummy and Daddy's.
Ooh.
So who's the mature one there? I've had mortgages since I was 20 years old.
I'll be honest with you, Mermaid. I wish I lived with my mummy and daddy.
Oh, don't we all?
You know that
Unfortunately, my
cooking.
Mummy and Daddy are in the pit.
You know that cooking and cleaning shit. I'd more than happily offset that.
Why do you think we have robots?
Have you had any relationships with men online apart from Grumpy?
Well, dating apps, sure.
How did that experience go?
Well, pretty shit, because most people will lie online. Which really, I should have stuck to that theory on YouTube.
Did it not occur to
I would
you?
imagine.
Yeah, worse though. There's a greater anonymity with dating people online, isn't there?
So, because you walk away from a relationship that's not working, that makes you a bad person. So, you would get kudos for staying in a bad relationship with bad people, or breaking it off and moving on, and let that person go on to make other relationships with other people, being a more adult thing.
How long were you involved with Grumpy?
Since the 26th of October.
And how long? So how long? Yeah, how long did it last for?
It lasted up till Christmas, when we had that argument where I kicked him out of my house because I was currently cleaning the bath at the time, and I said, "Will you give me some fucking space?" was my exact words. Because I was cleaning the bath and he put his hands down the back of my pants, and I just went, "Will you give me some fucking space?"
It did that to me once. So 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Did it not occur to you, Mermaid, and this is just my thinking, did it not occur to you that if you two were known on these panels, then to engage in a relationship together, you could have at least kept it civil?
What, private? Civil, private, yep. Did try to have a conversation, as advised by many people on air, which he ignored, and then he tried to turn it into, "She's stalking me." Who's stalking who?
I'll be honest with you, I'm quite old, Mermaid. I'm quite old.
I'm becoming a fossil now. It's my birthday this week. I'll be a fossil.
Oh, it's my birthday in 2 weeks' time. So I would. It pains me to think that if two people got together on here, say I started a relationship with, I don't know, Lordy, he's a good-looking guy. If I started a relationship with him and then fucked it up afterwards, it would look obvious. It would kind of look like I deliberately got into a relationship with Lordy and then deliberately made it shit. Because we're all reasonably intelligent, aren't we, Mermaid? We all know what this community is like. We know what people are like. So you don't blindly. Hang on, let me make my point, Mermaid. You don't. Mermaid. Oh, fucking hell, I do try. So you don't blindly walk into these things. You know exactly what's going on. You know which way it's going to go. We all know the course of a relationship. Exactly. Most of us have had 100. So, did you have a relationship with Grumpy with the distinct intention of fucking it up at the end, Mermaid? Because that's exactly how it looks to me.
Right. Well, obviously not, because then I found out that he was going round saying that my baby never existed.
Well,
I was lying about my dead baby.
Clearly something that you know and we don't. So please don't talk about that. You know, it's private for you.
Well, yeah. But do you know how all this originally came out? Was the point that Grumpy knew from day one about my dead baby. Yeah, and he's facilitated that with Jay going around all my circle of mates saying I'm lying.
Only you know that, whether you're lying or not. We can't verify that, Mermaid, so only you know.
Do you know what? If it does come to a police matter, then yeah, it'll be in court, won't it? And they'll be proven. And then all those little troll accounts, you'll be linked to it too with your IPs, won't you?
You know, they're not going to make a court case out of whether people said something truthful or not about you. You know that, don't you?
No, but they're going to want to know how this all came about and why this accusation came out in the first place. And the thing is, I wasn't accusing him of it. What I was trying to make the point of is he knew about it from day one because of that incident of him putting his dick inside me without asking.
You understand the gravity of the accusation you're making now,
Oh yeah,
don't you?
like I said, I've got it on my fucking
Why don't
phone
you say
3 months ago.
Why don't you say it how most people say it then, Mermaid?
How would you like me to say it?
It's basically
How do you want
saying
to
it's
say
fair.
it? How do you want to say it, Mermaid?
Well, you're asking me, did I have the intention of fucking it up and making it all go and rotten? No, I didn't. I intended to go away because, like I said, I was quiet for 2 weeks before this even came out, and
You
that was
jumped
well
up here
before it
on
even
here
went in.
twice now to
Yeah,
attack
but
him.
I've jumped up on here now to defend myself because unlike fucking Mr. Frumpy, we don't need a little gay queen running around doing our dirty work for us, bitching about me. But let's talk about how Jay harasses his neighbour, his female neighbour, and then videos it. Huh? Let's talk about how he harassed Linogi and said he was going to go after her. Let's talk about how he fucking harassed Laura Kay. Because
I know,
do
but
you know
that's
what I
not
think, Vincent?
anything
No,
to do
I
with
think,
you.
Vincent. Grumpy didn't want any of this shit, same as how I didn't. And that's what I think he keeps on going back to Jay, telling him to shut his mouth, and then he runs along and bitches some more and makes it a whole worse. And if Jay wasn't involved in this equation, nothing would have even come out. Both parties would have walked away into the sunset and nobody even knowing.
You know, rape is a serious allegation.
Have I even said rape? But we went on to have a relationship. So, you know what I mean? What I'm saying to you is I didn't fucking agree to it at the beginning. Yeah? There was no condom. There was nothing. No fucking discussion.
I thought you said he'd had sex with you and you didn't want it. That's tantamount to rape, isn't it?
Not 2 hours after meeting someone, I didn't. Hence why. This is another thing, Vincent, right? I've got a fucking someone on here, yeah, that I rang from day one, right? Grumpy knew where I lived. 11 o'clock at night, he's like, come and meet me. And I was like, no, I'm too tired tonight. Come and meet me. No, I'm too tired. Right, well, if you don't come, I'm going to just turn up at your house. So in the end, at 11 o'clock at night, I'm having to go and fucking meeting. Yeah? And I'm ringing my fucking mate going, I'm having to fucking go and meet him because he's fucking saying he'll come to my house over there.
You didn't have to meet him.
Now, that was from day one, someone knew about that. Everything was Grumpy's way, all the fucking time. His little alpha routine. Except, unfortunately, I'm a strong woman that doesn't like that shit. I don't like being told what to do, who I can speak to, who I can have on my panel. So that caused many rows.
Who gave him your telephone number, Mermaid?
I gave him my telephone number because
Who
he
gave him
me
your
this.
address, Mermaid?
He knew where I was lived because we know each other in real life, okay?
So there was a comment here. So where does Bobby come into this? Does Bobby come into this at all?
Well, Bobby was mates with them too, up until a couple of weeks ago, same with me. And now as soon as Bobby started telling me stuff of what them two have been up to, they've relegated Bobby out of the fucking gang and suddenly started making his a neurological fuck up. That he doesn't know what he's talking about, that he's been shot in the head. Jay was even saying on his panel tonight that his 4-year-old kid doesn't even exist, it had died. That's the sort of scumbags you're dealing with, and that's why I ain't fucking arsed right anymore.
So why don't you let it go?
Oh, I am letting it go. Once I've put this info out, I'm out.
What info needs to be out, Mermaid?
All the WhatsApp, all the voicemails,
When are we getting that?
the threats. You'll be getting them soon.
What's
In the
that
post.
going to achieve for you?
What's that going to achieve? Well, to the people that I've known on here for 5 years, they now have doubts because of Jay and Grumpy. Yeah? That's why. I can leave with a clear head.
What about when Grumpy highlights all of your bad behaviour?
Good, he can do. But I won't be around to see, will he? So we'll just be spouting shit to a load of other people that speak shit too. Because that's the thing, none of you ask for facts, do you? Or information or evidence. You just go along with your gums and make it up as you go along.
Facts and evidence don't really matter around here, I'll be honest with you, Mermaid.
Yeah, well, they don't, do they? But I work in that, they don't.
Have you learnt not to have any relationships with men on these
Most definitely,
panels?
Vincent.
Then there's one positive, isn't there?
Well, yeah. Always a silver lining.
It's a pity that I would assume that one of the two, or maybe two, are ghosting. So it's a shame they're not going up to defend the accusation.
No,
Really,
they won't. They're hiding. They smear all the shit and then run off. So what does that tell you, people?
What does it tell us, Mermaid?
Well, if you're going to basically make a load of accusations and someone asks you to come back on why they give their side of it, they
Do
run
you
off.
understand what accusation means?
Exactly, I do. To assume.
Tell us what accusation means, Mermaid.
What would you like to tell me in a dictionary?
Well, it doesn't.
Way?
You can give me the dictionary version if you wish, but basically, accusation doesn't infer any fact or truth.
No.
Merely accusation. I could accuse you of some terrible things now. It means nothing.
Exactly. That's why I always back my shit up. And I will.
is there a Mrs.
Would be
Grumps in
plausible if she wasn't so bitter about it. Well, that's the thing. You created Mrs. Grumps on a whole factual level, so it looks like I'm jealous of Mrs. Grumps. But what you're forgetting
is there a Mrs. Grumps? It's not, is there?
It was ended ages ago. Like, absolutely ages ago. I'm not the one on here having to parade a new woman, going, oh, look, I've got a new bird. Like, nice one for you. Brilliant. I was very happy for you. But you're certainly not going to try and make me jealous with it. Far from it, because I know what you have to offer.
Hi, Mrs. Dobbs. Yeah, well, it's,
And what you were prepared to offer, I didn't want. Akash,
if you were,
you're in it, mate. I know you've had problems with Jay. Jay was slagged you off many a times. You got anything to put in the Jay remix?
Who's that? What are we talking about?
Akash.
Oh, Akash. All right.
Because Akash used to come on his panel, didn't you, when I was on there? No, it's not a woman's card, darling, because it was only invented 2 days ago, Mrs. Grumpy. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew is the voicemail where you've got basically Grumpy going, I'm shagging my real life missus in the real world and just partying. Like, how embarrassing. Not just for you, but if you have got a girlfriend, how embarrassing it's like, I'm shagging my missus to fucking strangers on the internet. It shows what a gentleman you are, eh, Grumps? But keep on playing that gentleman tag, eh?
You sound bothered.
I'm more bothered about people calling me a liar than I am Grumpy. That's what I'm more bothered about.
Well, lies can easily be proven, can't they? Or not.
Yep.
You know?
But that's what I'm doing now. This is what I'm working on now. I will clear my name and then I'll be on. And good luck, Grumps, because you love YouTube. You're addicted to it to the point you have to sit in another room like a divorced person when you're on a date, just so you can watch YouTube. But as you want to bring up Mr. Brick, let's talk about how Mr. Brick was sending Grumpy's hospital pics of him around to everyone. That's how they fell out. Did you know about that?
I couldn't understand why anyone was arguing with Chris the Brick. You know, he's hardly
He's a
he's
simpleton.
hardly one of the intellectuals around here.
Well, no, he just takes a bag of whiz paste every day just to get through the day. The man's a mess. He lives from his sister's car. And do you know why? Like, it actually properly ended was Mr. Grumpy was lying after Mr. Brick had just said that he was going to smash my face in 24 hours before. Now, I asked Grumpy, I said, "Are you speaking to Brick?" "No, I'm not speaking to Brick." I went, "Right, well, I've just been told off chat off Mr. England that you and Brick are speaking." And then he went, "No, I'm not." So later on, I said, "Right, you've got one last chance to tell me, are you two speaking? Because if you are, we're done." And he went, "Yeah, well, we have made up." And I went, "We're done." Simple as that.
What do you take to get through the day, Mermaid?
Absolutely nothing. And do you know how many conditions I've got?
How many?
13.
Specific number. Sounds unlucky.
It's unlucky. Very unlucky. Now, during this point, I've had 2 operations and I've had to deal with our stupid little shit. Even the day I went down for my operations, you know what I got told 10 minutes before my operation, Vincent?
Go on.
"Where's your dead baby?"
Doesn't it make you want to just not engage then with these people and avoid them and just
Why do you think I'm
generally
leaving,
watch a few
after
nice
5
YouTube
years,
videos and go to bed?
Why do you
Surely.
think I'm leaving after 5 years?
But you're here now, Mermaid, and you've done this twice now on Tyrone's panel. You've come up.
Yes, once to
So you
speak to
clearly
Binksy,
want to talk about
once
it.
to speak to Binksy. So it wasn't even about Grumpy, so you're mistaken again, because I believe you only came in halfway here.
Well, you did mention
you didn't
Grumpy and
watch-
Jay on the first occasion you were here, Mermaid. Let's not pretend. So you have an axe to grind.
No, I was telling Binksy to be careful of Jay, because of
Exactly.
what the nature is a legal thing, yeah, which Jay is going around spreading. So I was warning her about it, yeah?
Yeah, I get that.
Would you want to be warned if someone was going around telling your legal business to all of Surrey?
Well, of course, Mermaid.
So why hasn't she got the right to know? Same with Lynn Oggy. Same with Laura Kay.
I would assume, knowing those people, they'll be aware of it already.
Oh, everyone will be aware. It's like jungle drums on air.
Exactly. So why are you still here? They've been shit to you. Grumpy's been horrible. He was shit in bed. He can't say a nice word about you now. Hang on, Mermaid, just hold on. He can't say a nice word about you. The relationship went to shit. Why are you still here? Why are you still talking about it? Why don't you just fucking move on?
Because I'm not having allegations said about me until I've
Well, you
proved
wouldn't
my
hear
worth.
allegations if you weren't here. Do you understand that?
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. I am clearing my name before I go. That's what most people would do.
So is this like the plot of The Incredible Hulk? Is it? Is this what it is? You're going to clear your name and it's going to take fucking 7 series and 24 episodes a series. How long is it going to be before you clear your name, Mermaid?
Well, that'll
Because
be
you're just
right.
exacerbating the situation. What you've accused, hold on, what you've accused Grumpy of tonight, he's going to bring up for the next 4 fucking weeks. You've accused the man of rape, Mermaid. Let's not play with words. What word do you want? Well, that's the word.
Shall come round? I'll pop your little eyes out.
Oh, stop arguing with people in the chat, Mermaid.
You look like the woman from the Addams Family.
Stop arguing with people in the chat.
Come round, Shah. Bring it on. All right, talk about me a slag. So, Bruce, bring it out then. So, just
Blimey.
say about things.
Well, clearly you don't want to discuss the subject I've just raised.
Because I've not asked. I'm leaving anyway, so Binksy and Michelle aren't any fucking ass to me, are they? You know what I mean? Well, if you're
I don't know why you're bringing.
if you're muggy enough to believe Jason, you know what I mean? How would I know that? How would I know that, Binksy? Unless someone was
I
fucking
think
saying it.
she is not here to defend herself.
Who's called the police then? Not me.
What police?
My nose job's been sorted weekend defending my favourite little troll. Do you not remember I had an operation? You saw it.
What are we talking about now? Have I missed something?
Oh, apparently I didn't have my nose operation a few weeks ago. And that I blagged sinuses just to get an op, apparently. But I'm sure the x-rays and the cameras up my nose proved that there was bone that had to be moved back.
You know, if people doubt what you're saying, you don't have to defend everything, Mermaid. It's not necessary for you to provide everything. If I say something and people go, "Oh yeah," I don't find myself proving it for the next 4 weeks. It's not necessary, Mermaid.
Yeah, but I will back my shit up all day long. The reason
you don't need to back your shit up all day long.
The reason I had to have that operation was because I've previously got meningitis from it. Which, who knew you could get fucking meningitis from a sinus infection? And that was because the bone had been pushed through my nose when I had my gastroparesis test, where they have to put a hose into your nose, into your stomach. Because I've got Ehlers-Danlos, my nose broke. So they had to put that bone back.
It sounds like you have enough going on, Mermaid, without all of this extra stress, extra arguing, and all of this bitterness.
I was going through my mate dying at the time, at Christmas, and he still was fucking on my back going on about YouTube. That's how obsessed he fucking is. Like I said, I'm not asked about this. I can walk away in flames.
Is he able to contact you still?
Well, he could turn up at my house, but that's about the only.
When was the last time he contacted you privately?
Privately would have been the night we had that conversation about Christopher.
Well, give us a bit more detail, please. When was that? Get to a point here.
I would probably say it was probably beginning of February.
Okay. Did you reply?
Yeah. Okay. That's when I said we've ended it.
Did he reply?
Yeah, he did reply.
And then did you reply?
There's a block.
You know, okay, so you blocked him.
Yep.
Just block everything.
But now he's like, well, if she's blocked me, how can she speak to me? And I was like, but we were speaking on fucking panels. That's what I was talking about. Because he keeps on getting on panels and has so much to say, yet he doesn't want all this to happen. So why do you keep on making lives with Jay? Because you did 2 lives about me straight off the bat. And hence why I jumped in to defend myself. If you hadn't done them 2 lives, boys, I would have never have said shit.
I don't believe that.
Do you reckon?
Surely you've got better things to do with your time than arguing with some silly man on the internet.
I don't know, but I know Lynn was trying to help. Well, Grumpy was trying to help Lynn find a house. So he told me. Nobody wants anything to do with it. This is what I keep on saying. I think Grumpy thinks this is some sort of fucking celebrity relationship that everyone wants to know about. Nobody gives a fuck about it. I just certainly don't give a fuck about it. He doesn't.
You've spent the last 45 minutes talking about it, Mermaid.
What I do give a fuck about is my name being smeared. It's people I've known on here for 5 years. That's what I give a fuck about.
Do you know when you get the most angry is when you talk about Mrs. Grumps? You seem very carefree and fly away about every single subject. You were very carefree and fly away about accusing him of rape. But as soon as you mentioned Mrs. Grumps, I could detect a level of fucking angst higher than any other.
Are you actually kidding yourself?
No. I'm giving you an honest opinion, Mermaid. You don't have to listen to my bullshit.
Shitty underpants in your sink is such a desirable thing to have in your life, like a man that still lives at home.
Every man has shitty underpants, Mermaid.
A man that sucks because he can't get his end away and fucking cries in the kitchen like a little bitch. That sort of man. Yeah, we all want one of them, don't we, girls?
Well, Mrs. Grumps has got him now.
Good. Buy yourself a nice one.
See, do you hear the tone of your voice when Mrs. Grumps is raised?
Because she doesn't exist. That's why.
Well, then why are you so bothered?
I'm bothered about my name. We've expressed this very clearly. We're going round in roundabouts now, aren't we, Vincent?
Well, not really. We've come to a conclusion, haven't we, Mermaid?
Yeah.
That's what I aim to try to do for myself, is to decide for myself what the problem is for you.
Get my address, darling. Come round tonight. Trust me. Come round. See what happens, yeah.
Stop arguing with people in the chat. You know, it's not very becoming for a woman to be aggressive.
I know you like to be the alpha, a bit like Grumpy, but you don't control me the same way he doesn't.
I don't.
My body or my mouth.
I don't, and I never would want to, but I'm
then
just
stop
suggesting.
telling me what to do.
Okay, argue with people in the chat then, Mermaid. It's a great look.
Alphas do not like women that tell them no.
Nobody says no to me, Mermaid.
Exactly. But some people do, and I'm one of them.
Good for you.
So, any more questions?
No, not really. I think we all...
Have you finished waving your pom-poms around for a Grumpy now?
Well, I think it's fair to say I haven't...
Because it's ruining
anyone, really.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm just envisioning like a cheerleader fucking coming in pom-pom time.
In one of those little dresses.
Nobody's ever seen you. Let's just out of interest. When was Jim Short's account made? Eh? You think I'm thick as fuck? Do you think my first rodeo, dickheads? Do you not think I can spot a troll a mile off? I've been dealing with him for the last 3 months.
What are we talking about now? Who's the troll?
Where are you now? Jim Shorts.
Oh, Jim Shorts, right.
I'm just interested. Can anyone tell me when that account was made? Just out of just a bit pure curiosity.
JPM.
It's what?
Back off, Mermaid. You couldn't handle a man like me.
Vincent, I probably couldn't, mate. You're far more intellectual than I'll ever be. I'll give you that. You impress
Nothing
me.
intellectual going on here, trust me.
No, it's fucking childish shit that I don't even want to be associated with.
See, that's good. If you'd have had that attitude for the last 2-3 weeks, you wouldn't have had all the shit. That's the point I'm making here, Mermaid.
The last 2-3 weeks, mate, have been recovery and dealing with fucking people claiming that my baby didn't exist.
Well, that's something only you know, and, that should be private for you. Maybe these things shouldn't be talked about on the internet. Maybe the YouTube panels should be seen as a sort of a lighter version of life, not a deeper version of life, because people tend to share far too much shit on here and then wonder when people hold them to it, you know.
Hey, Mickey Mouse, good to see you. But Mermaid does seem as if you're still invested a bit into Grumps, the way you're talking about it. Or...
I'm invested in the whole situation of what's been said about me. That's what I'm invested in. And like I said, once it's put out there, I won't be invested in it more. It'll just be you lot asking the questions.
We're not interested, though, Mermaid.
But you clearly are, because you're on panel talking about it.
Well, you came on twice making a big fuss.
And come on and commentary on something
you seem
that
to
you
be
don't know
enjoying the thought of people talking about you.
Vincent. Really, I'm quite surprised, because you seem like a man that likes to do your due diligence.
Where did I fail in my due diligence?
Well, you didn't look at all the fucking evidence, did you? You didn't even know what was going on.
Tell us what we're missing, Mermaid.
There's lots that you're missing, clearly.
Tell us. Give us a rundown of everything we're missing, please.
I'm back.
For context.
Oh, yeah, you're in the show, Binks.
Hello.
Is that Binksy?
Hello, Binks.
It is.
Hiya, Binksy.
Hi, Vince.
Yeah, right. I jumped on before to just say, basically, watch yourself with Jason.
Well, there's no need. I jumped on before to say, keep my name and Michelle's name out your mouth. And out of chats and out of taking it into other people's panels.
He talks about people.
Well, that's none of your business what's said about us. It's.
Well,
I don't want to be talking about us.
Should be, because if you're that naive, you're not going to let a man say illegal shit everywhere. Then
Hello, it is me. It is me. It is me.
I've already put it out there, actually.
It is me. I am here. Binksy,
I am Michelle.
Hiya, Vega. Hello, Tyrone.
Hey, Doc.
Mermaid, you sound like one fucking scorned. Well, I tell you, the venom that's coming out of your voice out of an 8-week relationship. And let me ask you this, how long before you jumped in bed with him? And if you think he entered you and you didn't give permission, why the fuck did you carry on having a relationship with him then? Tell me that. And why the fuck are you mentioning me and Sharon?
Well, do you really want me to just come out with it, what was said?
I know how long, 90 fucking minutes. 90 minutes it took you to fucking open your knickers. My beef fucking takes longer than you. My beef takes longer to cook in my oven than it took for you to drop your pants.
Right, so why are you taking points for weed then for off Binksy? Because you took
take
points for it.
How to take points? You can't take points. How to take points? You can't take points, you thick
bitch. That's what I've been told.
You're fucking
get your facts straight then. I've actually put the fucking whole situation out there if you want to check it out. I even put the link on Bobby's fucking page when he started spouting the shit that you're spouting. You don't know the fucking facts. The facts are out there. It's all out there. It's all out there about what charges and what was caught and what was found and what was fucking done. It's all out there in the big speech I made when I was walking through the woods. If you want to go check it out for the fucking facts instead of making shit up.
Sharon, we were there fucking sex talk, mate. While she was sucking his dick, he was obviously fucking telling her about the rumour. I'm glad to hear their pillow talk was so fucking good. It involved me and you. 8-week relationship, and you're acting like this. You sound like a fucking mental woman. Mental woman. You're so full of venom. You're spouting your shit. This man on this panel don't even know you. He doesn't even know you, and you're in here. Every fucking room, nobody knows you over here. They don't give a fuck who you are. Fuck off over to your own community.
I'm just doing what Jay's doing.
You're like a fucking mental woman for an 8-week relationship. You're accusing a man of rape. Are you fucked up in the head or what?
Like I said, the evidence will all be put out there.
Well, there is no evidence, is there? Because it's all fucking... You've just proved in what you said about us that we're bullshit. Everybody knows what fucking... Everybody on this fucking side knows what happened that's taken any interest in it. And anybody that hasn't isn't fucking interested anyway. So, like I said, don't be fucking disrespectful bringing me and Michelle into it. Keep your business between you lot. There's 4 of you involved in this. You've got me, Jason and fucking Grumpy, and I don't have nothing to do with any of you.
I didn't even know they were fucking seeing each other. It all come out online. I was unaware of it. I've been too fucking busy with my own shit to worry about what you lot are on here for. But all I keep getting is, she ain't leaving you and fucking Binksy out of her mouth. Well, shut the fuck up, Mermaid, all right? You don't know nothing. Shut the fuck up with your venomous, you're a bunny boiling bitch. You sound like fucking Fatal Attraction. I hope to God Grumpy ain't got no bunnies. Because, my God, you'll fucking be there.
No, he lives at his home with his cat.
You're a fucking bunny boiler for an 8-week relationship and you're accusing a man of rape. You are dangerous. You are so fucking dangerous and you're offensive to women. You really are.
You're not doing yourself any fucking favours, that's for sure.
Mm.
You need to find some fucking dignity, girl, I tell you.
Well, when the police do
you're losing
get involved,
your fucking... If you had any, you fucking lost it by going around spouting shit. You're having the fucking opposite effect to what you entered into this with, I'm sure, because you're not getting the fucking
you two were even
response from us that you fucking...
over this. You two fell out over this.
Did we?
We haven't fallen out. Who said we fallen out?
Fucking hell. Do you know what? I'm glad you know more about my life than I do. I really am.
Well, trust me,
Thank
I
you.
want to.
Where's the proof of this? Prove it. Prove it. You say nothing. I've got proof of everything. Well, put the fucking proof of the pudding on the table then, Mermaid. Or are you just going to fucking leave it in the air?
I don't know.
Are you just going to leave it in the air? You're not going to put the proof of the pudding on the table?
Oh, it's coming out, darling. Don't worry.
Well, fucking do it then. Because you've been sprouting on for 3 fucking weeks and we're all getting piss bored with it.
Really? Because that only started the other week, last week. So 3 weeks, I doubt it. Oh, do you know something that I don't know?
Well, it seems like fucking 3 weeks then.
He doesn't speak to anyone.
I don't get involved in any of it. All right, I've been behind the scenes saying don't get involved. It's fuck all to do with you. Fuck all to do with any of them. All right, it's fuck all to do with me. But you bring me and Sharon into it and want to spout your shit over fucking lives that you don't even go in. You don't even know. These people in off the fucking chat don't even know you. So why are you here? You're here to fucking cause trouble and accuse someone of rape.
I've had friends accused falsely of that because of bitterness and fucking whatever else. It's not a fucking good look, is it? Even insinuating it to make it sound like that. You can say, well, I'm not saying he did that. What you're saying is he did it without consent. Well, you're the adult as well in that. Unless he pinned you down and made you do it, you were consenting, weren't you?
No, because it immediately stopped. And that's when we had the discussion about the baby.
And that's got fuck all to do with any of us over here, all right? Every bit of your relationship with him has got fuck all to do with us. But I haven't heard him spouting round. I haven't heard him on fucking panels going round, but I keep hearing your fucking name being mentioned.
He hasn't been on panels. He's been on
So please put the proof of the pudding right now on the table about me and Sharon. Get your fucking ass. Someone get up here and let her put it up. Come on, show it. Put the proof of the pudding. Where's the messages? Where's these fucking voice notes that you've got? Proving that me and Sharon are not talking, proving that I took fucking points for fucking whatever on the side of the road. You don't take points. I wasn't driving, you fucking idiot. All right, I was a passenger, so I don't take points. So you know nothing. Nothing. So please, like I said, put the proof of the pudding on the table or fuck off with your accusations and your allegations because no one's interested.
Oh, but you are. And the thing is, I know you'll click on it and watch it.
How arrogant are you to think that we give a fuck about what you have to carry around with you? Because everybody's got a fucking story, everybody's got baggage, everybody's got a fucking something they have to get over at some point in the fucking life. Don't make you special. We just don't all fucking spread it all over the tubes trying to get sympathy for it or trying to fucking turn people against other people because of it. Keep your business to yourself or just fucking go back to wherever it is you fucking usually hang out, because really people on this community know who you and Michelle are. And this is something fucking heard about what you're going around about. You know, I've got it. You're fucked.